Ennek a videónak a magyar nyelvű verzióját megtalálod a leírásban. Welcome to Eastern Hungary. Today we leave from Nyírbátor. The main destination is the Rákóczi Castle in Borsi. A coffee in Thököly in the historic wine region. Due to the proximity of the Bodrog River, Bodrog Keresztúr is a popular habitat for storks. They travel a long way. They arrive from Africa in the spring in March and return in the autumn in September. Until then, the little freshmen need to get stronger for the long journey. (1996) was the 1100th anniversary of the Hungarian conquest. Bodrog Keresztúr created this special capture park with the 7 conquering leaders. It's worth stopping here and taking a short walk along the riverbank. Flag of Hungary: red, white, green. Red is a symbol of strength, white is loyalty, and green is a symbol of hope. The Rakóczi Castle is a historical building in eastern Slovakia, on the right bank of the Bodrog River near the Hungarian border. Transylvanian Prince II Ferenc Rákóczi was born in this house in 1676. The independence fighter. Second Ferenc Rákóczi was the leader of the Rákóczi War of Independence against Habsburg rule, which was a struggle for the independence and autonomy of Hungary. The castle played an important role during the Rakóczi War of Independence as one of the center of the Kuruc. During the ownership of the Rákóczi family, the castle served as a political and military center. Rákóczi's parents were important figures of the Hungarian nobility. His parents introduced him to the political and military world at an early age. Even as a child, he participated with his mother in the defense of Munkács Castle. Rákóczi spoke several languages, including Hungarian, Latin, French, German, and Italian. Completed his studies at a Jesuit school where, in addition to classical education, he also mastered diplomacy and military science. At that time, first Ferenc Rákóczi and his family were the richest landowners in the country. The size of his lands was several times that of other noble families. The family had a princely court. The court of the father, the first Ferenc Rákóczi, consisted of more than 150 people until 1670, in addition to a smaller army of 450 men. His wife Ilona Zrínyi had a smaller court, but it still exceeded 100 people. After the war against the Turks between 1683 and 1699, most of Hungary was liberated, but the centralizing policy of the Habsburgs and the violent counter-reformation increased discontent, which led to the outbreak of the War of Independence. In 1703, Rákóczi called on the Hungarian nobility and the peasantry to fight against the Habsburgs, to which many joined. The insurgents were initially successful. The practical task of the flags was to identify formations and signal. Soldiers in battle do not necessarily hear the signals and command words, but they can follow the movement of the flags. Being a flag bearer was an honor. He could fight with one hand, so during the fight they were positioned at the most protected point of the formation. The team flags also represented the honor of the formation. Losing them was considered a shame. The Habsburgs received strong military and diplomatic support, so they gradually regained control. The power of the Kurucs weakened, and more nobles and soldiers joined the Habsburgs. The Peace of Szatmári was signed on April 30, 1711. This peace treaty concluded the Rákóczi War of Independence and ensured the rule of the Habsburgs over Hungary. It guaranteed certain rights and privileges for the nobles.
Apukám.
The Hungarian writer and poet Ferenc Rákóczi, an outstanding figure in language reform, organized Hungarian literary life from here until his death in 1831. After that, his house and garden started to fall into disrepair. In 1859, on the 100th anniversary of the writer's birth, the Hungarian Academy of Science bought the Széphalom estate to turn the former home of the great language innovator into a Borsi memorial. They couldn't renovate it, so an idea came up to build a memorial hall on the site of the mansion. This is how the Kazinci Memorial Hall, reminiscent of the neoclassical Greek church that can still be seen today, was built. At the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, the writer's grandson collected the Kazinci relics, which can be found in the hall. Already in the 19th century, it became an important place of pilgrimage, and in 2008, the Museum of the Hungarian Language was opened here.